The reigning world amateur heavyweight champion on the left from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, getting set to meet Henry Tillman here in the heavyweight bout of this dual boxing meet. Willie DeWitt burst into prominence when he won a world championship in the spring. Then, against a very tough Cuban of the North Americans in Houston in September, Aurelio Toyo got him in a corner and had him exactly where he wanted him. Willie destroyed Toyo. I talked to him before today's bout.
What do you know about Henry Tillman, and what are your plans to deal with him today?
Well, I think he's the best heavyweight the Americans have right now, from what I've seen anyway. And, I haven't seen that many of them, but I think he's the best they've got. And he's a runner, like I said, and I feel like I'm going to have to cut the ring off him and, trying to get my combinations off on him. And I think if I can cut the ring off on him, I don't think he can stand a punch with me.
Henry Tillman from Los Angeles, California. You heard Willie display a great amount of respect for Tillman. Considers him perhaps to be the best U.S. amateur heavyweight. And that spot is very much wide open for the Americans with the Olympic Games coming up next year. Henry won the sports festival, the Pan Am Trials, then went on to get a silver medal in the Pan American Games in Caracas, Venezuela. Round one is underway. DeWitt chose not to compete in those Pan Am Games. What Willie wants to do is cut the ring off for Henry Tillman. Tillman trying to avoid that, but DeWitt, the aggressor, into the early seconds of round number one. Hollywood stars recently came to Calgary, Canada to help raise money for DeWitt's training program for the Olympic Games. Raised more than $61,000 recently on DeWitt's behalf. He is coming off an eye injury about a month ago. Henry Tillman pounding the body of Willie DeWitt, becoming a little more aggressive now as DeWitt had backed him around the ring for the first 30 seconds. Two promising heavyweights hoping to make the respective Olympic teams for Los Angeles next summer. For a big man, Willie DeWitt has very fast hands. Takes the right of Tillman after he lunged the right hand into Henry Tillman's body. Henry from Los Angeles, California is 23 years of age, 6'3", about the same height as Willie DeWitt, a 22-year-old from Canada. DeWitt measuring him with that jab he left in Henry's face, failing to connect with the right hand afterwards. Halfway in the first round now, scheduled for 3 in Reno, Nevada. The United States has a victory assured of this dual meet. Henry gets a good blow into the body of Willie DeWitt, into the head. Certainly not intimidated by the presence of this world champion. This is where Henry does not want to be. In the corner or on the ropes. Oh, as he counterpunched, he took one. The referee, Tillman, gets stripped too. And he waves it is all over as he will attend to Henry Tillman, who actually gave a good account of himself against Willie DeWitt for the 2 minutes of ring action that did take place. But as he furiously counterpunched off the ropes, he got zapped by the world amateur heavyweight champion, Willie DeWitt. The ring doctor attending to Henry Tillman, he looks to be all right. That's the way DeWitt does win many of his bouts. Either behind on points, struggling, he finally gets his man into a compromising situation. Here, trying to contain him on the ropes. Some good counterpunching by Henry Tillman in a vain attempt to get off those ropes. Then, boom, the right hand. It was all over for Henry Tillman at 2 minutes of round number one. One more look at the blow by DeWitt that ended this bout. As the referee, Al Tillman, got all tangled up on the ropes, he went down alongside of Henry Tillman. Willie, it took you a while to cut the ring off against him. When you did, it was all over.
Yeah, I knew he was a fairly good mover. He had a good jab. He kept flicking it out there. When I'd move in, he'd throw that looping right hand, which was a good shot, but it was pretty wide, and I could pick it off most times. I was trying to work behind my jab. I think it was working for the first time in a while. And,
what better?
Be able to get me inside, but keeping him off balance. And I saw him dropping his jab, and I knew I'd get that right in sometime.
Nice to come back and win like that after the eye injury. It's got to give you some confidence.
That's right. I don't have a cut this time. And I think that's due to the jab for one thing, and to another thing, I was keeping my hands up out there, and then when I did get close, my hands were up close a lot of times. So I think that's something we got to work on a little bit more, but I think that's the answer.
All right, congratulations, Willie. Good win.
Okay, thank you, Don.
DeWitt's victory makes the score of the United States 8, the combined team of Great Britain and Canada